Like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Running right through him. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Carr completes it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Able to find Lazard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On play action, it's Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch out now, 52.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Carr to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 19 yards away. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 77 yards. And the Patriots are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On first down, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
With a play fake to Jacobs. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The final shot here before half for Carr. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr now to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
going to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Back to throw here. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 19 yards away. And the Pats have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on down there. You got guys running one way on the pick 6, now running the other way to return the blocked extra point.
It's almost like that guy went this way, but the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He hits Adams, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 48 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Jack ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.